Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth4 for another weekly update. Should be short this time, only a few things to talk about. First of all, Kirby 64 is done. That's it, it's over, I'm sorry. Ended off on a weird note because I didn't complete the boss battle. Spoilers if you're not catching up on my videos, and you should watch my videos right when they come out. No, but yeah. It's just a bit too hard for me. Maybe I'll try a stream where I do that, but that's not something I can sit down and record because my computer has a finite amount of space. But yeah, so that's it. This week I'm going to have to find a new Let's Play to start. I have a few choices. I ran a Twitter poll that I never really follow the polls that I do on Twitter. They're just to gauge general interest. Because most people, I think, that follow me on Twitter don't actually watch my videos. I still want their input, but they don't actually, they're not the ones that end up watching it. But, or at least the people I know that follow me on Twitter. But the choices were a newer RPG, an older RPG that would probably be a longer project, a ridiculous action game, or a heartwarming RPG. And most of the votes went to that older RPG that was a bit longer, and the other like a it's like 28% to the older RPG, and like 26 or so percent each to the ridiculous action, the heartwarming RPG, and the rest went to the newer one. So I think I'm actually going to do the heartwarming RPG. We'll see. It depends if I like it or not. It would be blind Let's Play. I haven't played it yet. If not, I think I would do that older one, which is something people have been asking of me for a while. And it's not Thousand Year Door. I'm sorry. That's going to get main Let's Play treatment. But this one is something that people have been asking me about. But we'll see. It's gonna happen eventually. Now you guys all have to guess, what the heck is he talking about? Most of you, it's not that hard to guess, really. It's related to a previous Let's Play. But yeah, so that's that. Golden Sun is continuing as normal. I'm probably going to record more today, actually. Yeah, health-wise, because I forgot to talk about it last week. What I wanted to say last week, and I had to put in the description, is that I was restarting that medication that made me sick a few weeks ago. Instead, this time we have the dosage, and we also it would have been, well, what we were originally doing is I was taking 8 scoops of this solution, like mixing it with the juice and drinking it down. Now I'm going to be taking 4, and before I was also taking another medication along with it that would help it get absorbed. But the problem with that other medication is that you can't take any sort of acid reduction medicine with it, or Gas-X or things like that. So nothing like Tums or Zantac or Pepto-Bismol or Gas-X or anything like that. And the main problem I was getting from the main medication, was that it was giving me all the things, gas and acid and nausea. So, yeah, so we decided to lay off that for now and try to ease myself on. So I'm taking the half dose, and instead of 3 times a day, I'm taking it twice a day. The important thing is the consistency, not the quantity per day right now, just the consistency per day for a week on and then 2 weeks off. And so far I've been taking it since Thursday. It hasn't been too bad. I have been getting the symptoms, but not as bad as last time, certainly not as bad as last time. And it hasn't made me nauseous, which is the real important thing, because it's kind of hard to live when you're nauseous. If any of you have been nauseous before, I know I had a tissue around here somewhere that I'm trying to find, but oh well. If any of you have been nauseous before, you know what I'm talking about. No. Whenever I talk, my nose runs. I don't know why. It's just something that always happens with me. But yeah, so far it's been going well, which means that we might ramp it up a little bit the next cycle, and then a little bit after that, or we'll see, depending on how I react to more in my system. The main thing is my system trying to get used to this stuff, because what it is, it's not chemo, it's like a maintenance medication. Essentially, it's there to make sure that nothing grows back, and to kill off any of like the little stragglers that are there, kind of. But yeah, next month, I can say next month now because it's July, but next month I believe I'm going to be getting another PET scan to make sure that everything from the surgery is still as it was and there's nothing new that grew. So the PET scan in August is going to be the real determining factor on whether I can actually say we're done. I mean, done. You know, I still have to take this maintenance medication for a few years, but it's not like chemo. But yeah, so that's what's going on. So that's why the week was busy, and I might not have been able to put up videos and all that. So yeah, but so far it seems like it's good, which means this week should be fine for me. Even if I do start feeling a little ill, I'll work around that. Yeah, so that's that. As for stuff, I got from GameStop the Twilight Link amiibo, which is really nice actually. Look at that. They actually got the face right. This isn't like one of the Fire Emblem amiibo. It's not Link. It's actually a Link. But yeah, he just looks really nice. I love Twilight Princess Link's clothing and stuff like that. Like I love how that game looks and everything about it, and it's more subdued. It's more of a subdued costume than a lot of the other Zelda games, which is more like a brighter green, but this is more subdued, and his hair is darker and things like that, and it's nice. I like it. I think you can use it in Breath of the Wild to get the Epona from that game, which I used it in Breath of the Wild, but I was on the plateau, you know, the starting place, which doesn't have a stable, so yeah, I have to do that again today in an area that I can actually summon the stupid horse and register him. I'm smart. Speaking of that also, the new DLC for Breath of the Wild came out. So far it's pretty good. I got the Majora's Mask, and it looks cool. I haven't used it yet. It hides you from... It makes you blend in with enemies, kind of like Kilton's stuff. I also tried out the Trial of the Sword, and I died twice. The first time, it's been a long time since I played Breath of the Wild. The first time I went through about 5 floors before I was like, God, this is so hard. I just have my stupid little sticks and my arrows. I wish there was a way I could use bombs. I forgot that you have access to an unlimited amount of bombs and magnesis and stasis and the ice, which the ice doesn't really come into anything, but I completely forgot that the bombs existed, guys. Like, straight up, just completely forgot that they were in the game. So I died, and the second time I went through, and I died even faster. So I'm going to try it again. Apparently the trials take a long time, so I need to be able to put in time to actually do that. Trial of the Sword. But yeah, so when you start it up after getting the DLC, you get all sorts of quests to find all the pieces of armor that I started doing instead. Like the different, like the Phantom Hourglass, the Spirit Tracks armor, the Phantom from the Spirit Tracks armor, Majora's Mask, Tingle, Korok Mask, things like that. So it's good stuff. Also, what I got yesterday, which I didn't open yet, I just opened the front, is another Nintendo Force magazine, which are going to do an unbagging just for you. Because they always come with really nice posters. Yeah. This one is Mario and Rabbids in Battle Kingdom. The Element of Surprise, issue 28. I really like Nintendo Force. If you guys like Nintendo Power, there's nothing that could replace it. I'm sorry if there are any Nintendo Force people watching this. There's nothing that could replace Nintendo Power. But this is the next best thing, and they try really hard, and they're doing a really good job. I've been subscribed to them for a while now. But yeah, there's always a double-sided poster now because there's a lot of people in. But there's Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. But this is awesome. It's the thing. It's the screenshot of the gold Lionel from the Master Trials thing. Like another thing in the new DLC is essentially hard mode. So yeah, gold Lionel. I can't wait to play through that because it's a separate save file and get myself murdered by one of these things. But I am definitely putting this up in my room because God, it's awesome. Can't really see how awesome it is because I have a bad camera and the light is reflecting off of it. But yeah, It's the official artwork, and it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, I can't wait though. This should also have, yeah, this is news about E3 and stuff, which they wrote this after E3, which was nice. But yeah, it's a good magazine, and I still hate Rabbids though. I've said this a lot before, but to me, Rabbids, like from Rayman, are like the minions from Despicable Me. Like, they were funny when they first came in their original thing, and then they took over the series and then became their own thing, and now they're just everywhere and there's no stopping them. To quote from Galaxy Quest, "Oh yeah, sure, they look cute now, but in a minute they're gonna turn ugly, and then there'll be 1,000,000 of them." Shut up, guy. If you haven't seen Galaxy Quest, there's something wrong with you, I'm sorry. And I don't mean that sarcastically. Galaxy Quest is one of the best movies ever made. It's a spoof on like Star Trek, starring Tim Allen, Alan Rickman. Tim Allen and Alan Rickman are like the two main cast members. Sigourney Weaver, Tony Shalhoub. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, just the writing in that is perfect. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to talk about. I did do a bit more art work on the Twintel. I was about to say Chantel, but no, that's someone else. The Twintel picture. Not much. I'm working on it slowly, like every few days and things like that. Let's see if I can actually. There we go. No. Yes. No. I have it somewhere. But there, yeah, so I did a bit more. I got some tips from Lonely Days that I'm going to be working on in a little bit. Not a little bit now, but like just at some point. Now fine, you don't have to actually load the pictures that I put in. That's great. I don't care. You're stupid too. It's just straight up skipping like half the pictures that I put in. All right. What I'm trying to say is, yeah, so I put a bit more work into it. I need to work on like proportions mainly of like arms and things like that. But it's coming along well, and I'm actually very happy with it. As I'm scrolling through my phone and completely ignoring you guys, and I'm so sorry. But I can only work on it like a little bit at a time, because then like my arms start hurting. Yeah, no, okay. Apparently, according to my phone, it's not here. I love Twitter Mobile because it sucks. Straight up sucks. But yeah. So, also, what I've been doing this week is I've been streaming the Final Fantasy 5 Fiesta, 4-job Fiesta thing, which was really fun. The 4-job Fiesta, I got Ninja, Beastmaster, Samurai, and Mystic Knight, which is really good. And right now I'm near the end game. I'm up to like the side quests part of the game. So that's fun. I want to get the stinking picture. There we go. Ha! I told you it existed. Come on. So yeah, there's the progress right now. Like I said, just working a little bit at a time. But I do need to work on the arm a little bit, because I did stuff to it. It's hard to explain. Okay, I'm gonna stop wasting your time. I was doing more of the Final Fantasy 4-job Fiesta. I streamed it a whole bunch this week. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming this week. I might stream like short stuff this week, but it's SGDQ, Summer Games Done Quick. If you don't know, it's like a giant charity marathon where people speed run games one after another, and it's usually amazingly like put together and entertaining. It's obviously raising money for charity, and this year they are bringing back the Tetris Grandmaster, which is going to be amazing because that's you look at that and pants need to be changed, and I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, also this week I think I'm going to be co-commenting on a Wind Waker stream that John is doing, who just changed his handle from Mr. Waterwraith to Wonderful Ones. Rest in peace, Mr. Waterwraith. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. And nothing else. Okay. Thank you all very much for watching, and just sticking by and coming to the streams and things like that. I know that I haven't really set it like a time for the streams, so it's kind of hard to work schedules around. It's usually like in the afternoon, like 5:30ish, because that's just usually when I'm done with recording and editing and rendering and Let's Plays stuff. But I don't know what I'm going to be doing this week, so we'll continue afterwards, though. Thank you all very much for watching. This has been Sephiroth 4, and I shall see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.